Hello and welcome, everyone. Happy Monday, April 3rd, 2023, episode 259, almost 260. We are here. I am your host, D-Rock, and joining me, as always, is our NBA guru, my partner in crime, Elvis Acosta. How you doing today, kid?
I'm doing great, Dylan. Coming off a great weekend. Saw that, women's national championship got a little spicy,
I love
but
it.
overall, Dylan, we doing good on this lovely Monday.
Yeah, lovely Monday. Overall, I thought it was a great week for us, the brand. I'm on a historic XFL run, 17-4. I don't know, just can't miss right now, which is good for us. Last 7 days for me, 29-23, up 2 units. Good day, 8-3 last night, up 4 units. But how'd you do over the weekend in the NBA?
In the NBA, Dylan, basically 500. Yesterday, I went 4-4. Basically 500 last 7 days, 19-22-1. So we're not doing well. We're not terrible, but we're not doing well, people.
All right. Well, I think we got it. We got some things to talk about today and some plays. We got the national championship and we have some plays on the diamond. But I guess let's start in the national championship where we left off. It was crazy because as soon as the lines opened, it opened up -6.5, and some books didn't even give it. It was like locked for Connecticut, and they just gave +7.5, which crooks, in my opinion. But they got shot up all the way up to 7.5, and that's where the line stays right now. Connecticut -7.5, over under is at 131.5. I said it on Saturday on the podcast where if you just wanted to take them to win the next two games, you could take them to win the national championship at -125, and that's what I did. So I just want them to win. I do lean over. I think it could be a high scoring game, even though San Diego State does have a good defense. But which side are you taking? The defensive side in San Diego State or the offensive side in Connecticut?
Still, it's gonna be a great matchup. I'll tell you that. I just feel like we saw enough from San Diego State, especially in that Final Four matchup against FAU. Deals in that second half, they were able to lock down and come back from the 14-point deficit, and kind of take control of the game in the second half. Don't get me wrong, I do think UConn has enough to win the national championship, but I do think San Diego State will cover and make it a nip and tuck game deal. So official play, give me San Diego State +7.5. I want to sprinkle something on the money line deal, but that offensive of the Huskies just worry me, deal. They're on another level. Like you've
Yeah.
been saying, they all run. They just blowing everybody out. That's my thing. I don't think they could blow San Diego State out. But I'll tell you one thing, San Diego State's offense is not comparable to the Huskies' offense. It's just, can the defense keep them in the game? I think in the second half, they're going to do enough defensively where their offense could, catch up, little by little deal. But I'm almost certain this will not be a blowout. I think there'll be a very close game, closer than even the Lions expected it to be.
I hope it's a close game. The Lions obviously don't think so. A part of me wants to root for San Diego State, but like we've seen all tournament, they just blow teams out. So I think it could be a blowout, to be honest. I don't know. I really want to take the Huskies as well, but
To
you
lay
know,
7.5, that's in a championship game. I understand this was like round 32. Okay,
yeah.
but 7.5 in a championship
It's a
game.
lot of points. It's a
Yeah,
lot of
like
points to lay in a national championship game. And San Diego State does have a great defense, but UConn, they've just answered every call. Their offense is just lights out. They've only trailed for 47 seconds in this tournament. I think that's the big thing in this tournament. When they cut down the nets tonight, we're gonna be like, this was the Huskies tournament. Literally, like they just dominated their way through and throughout. Like we had some nice shots. Even San Diego State, they were losing the whole game towards FAU, and they hit the buzzer beater in Houston. So we've had buzzer beaters even in the first round when Furman beat Virginia. There was another buzzer beater. So we had some nice like Cinderella stories, even Miami getting all the way to the Final Four, getting over that hump and getting past the Elite Eight. But I don't know, man. It just feels like this is UConn to win. To be honest, it It wouldn't surprise me if they lost, to be honest, just because it is March or it is April now, but it is the tournament and it's like anything could happen, you know? So I don't know. I have a ticket in for UConn to win the national championship at -125. So I'm just gonna sit back and enjoy it. Gun to my head, I would lay the 7.5 just because
Yo, I
just
don't know.
because it's UConn in that offense. I just don't think San Diego State's defense is good and they've held opponents to 50, 60 points, but I don't know. I don't think they've seen a beast like UConn. I think it's going to be really tough to stop. But is there any way do you think San Diego State could win this game?
I'll tell you one thing, though. If it gets up to 300, it's at plus 290 right now. If it gets to 300 by game time, I'm putting a sprinkle on it. I'm telling you right now, I might put a quarter unit, half a unit, but at plus 300 on the national championship game deal, I got to sprinkle something on it. It's at 290 right now, people. Shop around. If you shop around and you find some place at 300, let me know. But right now, I'm staying put, Dylan. But if it gets to 300, I'm letting you right now, I'm going to switch the line to minus 295.
It's very interesting about the total as well. 131.5. It stayed there. Money really isn't coming in on either side. You know, on one side, you have San Diego State, a great defensive club, but on the other side with the Huskies, great offense. So if you were to say you weren't really confident about a side on a total, do you have any which way you're leaning? Maybe the over? Because I think it could be over. I think San Diego could score about 50, 60 points. And I think UConn could score 70, 80 points, to be honest. I think they could get over this total. So I lean over, but they could lock up and San Diego State could hold them for all I know. So what side are you leaning towards the total?
Still, to be honest, I'm going to have to go slightly under just because I do have a final score prediction. I'm going to go 70-68 Huskies. That's 128.
That's 128. It gets over. So remember I said on Saturday, they had a 12 game run towards the under. It went away when FAU had a really good success scoring the ball against this team. And they looked like they were kind of like stuck in the mud for about
10 minutes.
Maybe the first 10 minutes I was going to say, but once they got their feet underneath them, they came out, they locked up, and they hit some game. They need to do better on the free throw line because San Diego State missed a lot of free throws. So, oh my God, I'm watching the game right now. Giants, White Sox, back-to-back home runs for the Giants. They're up 5-0 right now. So,
early,
not good. And the Mets, it could be 12-0 right now. It's 10-0 on the TV room. Not here on the. But before anything else you want to mention about the national championship, or are we good to move on?
No, we're good to move on, though. Like I said, I just expect it to be closer than 7.5.
Yeah, well, we see, and hopefully we're in for a good national championship tonight. But before we get to the diamond, let me tell you guys about Viva Tequila Seltzer, the most refreshing hard seltzer on the market, hands down. It's no wonder why Viva was voted #1 hard seltzer in the world by San Francisco World Spirit Competition. With only 88 calories, 0 carbs, 0 sugar, and 4.5 ABV, Viva is the perfect drink for your post-game celebrations as it was created with that active lifestyle in mind. We flavor our tequila seltzer because flavor is of life, and we drinks with just like how we like ours, whether it's Huckleberry playing around the golf with the boys or an elderberry watching the national championship. It doesn't matter. Our flavors pair perfectly with that Artisanal Blanco tequila for that subtle and refreshing drink. Our belief here at the Dream Wager and at Viva is to live long, live well, and live it up. We're also brought to you by Prize Picks Daily Fantasy. All first-time users that deposit and use promo code DreamWager will receive a 100% instant deposit match up to $100. You deposit $100, Prize Picks will give you $100. You deposit $50, Prize Picks will give you $50. It's easy. Entries can be made within 60 seconds or less. You pick 2 to 6 players depending on the sport, and if they score more or less than their Prize Picks projection, you can win up to 25 times your money on any entry. Loads to choose from. You got NBA playoffs starting, MLB just started, NHL playoffs are coming. You even got tonight college basketball We got MMA, so ton to choose from. Prize Picks is safe, offers fast withdrawals as well. So download Prize Picks today and play daily fantasy sports with us. Make sure you use promo code DreamWager. That's DREAMWAGER when you sign up. All right, Elvis, let's get into it. We had some day baseball. Like I said, the Mets, they started already. They're down 10-0. San Francisco, they're up 5-0 against the White Sox. Let's start in Cincinnati, where the Reds are hosting the Chicago Cubs. Right now, Cubs are short favorites on the road, -122 on the money line. Over-under is at 9. And the Giants just hit another home run. That's back to back to back. That's sick.
Who's pitching? God damn.
Michael Kopech. He's a bum.
Yeah, he's about to get sent
anyway, let's get to this game. Do you have any opinion on the Cubs and Reds?
No, Dill, but, shockingly, the Reds are off to above 500 record. Good for them, Dill. So, if anything, I'll lean the Reds once again at home, and they're getting at plus money at plus 105, Dill. I'm not going to advise people to lay money with the Reds, but at the end of the day, they are facing the Cubs, people,
Yeah. I think the Reds actually should be favored here at home. I'm not the biggest Drew Smiley fan as well for the Cubs. Short price at plus 104, home puppy. I don't disagree with you at all, but if I were to choose a side, nothing official, I do like the Reds here on the road, or at home, excuse me. Let's go to the next game. Miami Marlins hosting the Minnesota Twins. Twins -126 on the money line, plus 108. Another home dog for Miami. Over under is at 7.5. Your boy Johnny Cueto's on the mound for Marlins. You got any side here?
Yeah, they'll give me Minnesota, rolling with them once again, hoping to go 4-0. Give me the Twins money line. I called it at -122. Shop around, people. I see it at Dylan said 126. I see -125. So definitely shop around. And, Dylan, I love me some Johnny Cueto, but this ain't 2016 no more. This ain't 2014 no more, Dale. So I'm gonna go with Minnesota. I picked them to win the division. Let's go, Minnesota.
All right. Yeah, I got the opening line at let's take this with a grain of salt as well. I'm about to be 0-2. I took the under in the Mets game and I took the White Sox here at home.
You took the under of the Mets game?
Yeah, it was at 9. So before you say anything, the Brewers, they couldn't score, run their whole first series. So, and then they break out against the Mets, 10 runs. Mets, they were able to score runs, but 9 seemed like a lot on a travel day, early start time. Anyway, so take my picks with a grain of salt. I'm on the under as well, 8.5. It's down to 7.5. Don't know if I still like it. I just think we'll see a pitchers do. The Twins, they every game they do up another home run. Chill. It's set. 4 home runs back to back.
Same pitcher. Same
pitcher. I wish I was kidding. This is live. Do another one. Dead center. God. I wish I was making this up right now.
That was like at least 415, 420. It went that center. Damn.
Shit. And anyway, I forgot my train. The under in the Marlins Twins game. Yeah. So, yeah, I like Johnny Cueto. I like Tyler Mahle as well. Maybe look towards strikeout prop for Tyler Mahle. He has good success against the Marlins. But I just like the under. I think we see a low-scoring game. I think Johnny Cueto can limit the Twins just a little. So I think they should win the Twins on the road, but I do like the under, maybe like a 3-1, 4-1 game. But, yeah, that's how I'm going to play this game. Hopefully we don't see another home run. Let's go to the Yankees out in the Bronx. Yankees hosting the Philadelphia Phillies. Yankees -178 on the money line, plus 150 for the Phillies. Over under is at 7.5. On a bright side, the Phillies got swept opening week, so that was good for us. How do you like this one?
Still, the sportsman in me want to say the Phillies are due. Underdogs on the road, 150 on the money line, plus 150 on the money line. One small issue, though. Your boy, former Met, Walker's on the mound. He might get smoked. I ain't gonna hold you. He might get smoked up there, though. I like him, but Phillies possibly do, if anything. I lean the over 7.5. I think small ballpark. I think Philly bats could possibly wake up and put up some runs on the board, though, because we know the Yankees gonna put up 4 or 5 themselves. It's just where the Phillies bats finally wake up. We'll see.
We'll see. I agree. Nothing official. I do lean over. I trust the Yankees bats, pitcher's ballpark, like you said, and the Phillies pitching is already in midseason form already with the amount of contact they gave up against the Rangers. Think this, like you said, hitter's ballpark. I think this is a perfect for an over here at least at 7.5. So
If
I like the
anything,
yeah.
if you want people, let's just have some fun with it. Let's get a home run by. Hold on. Damn.
Aaron Judge.
Kyle Schwarber is at plus 320. Let me get that. Let me get over half home runs deal at plus 320. Kyle Schwarber at Yankee Stadium. Second deck right field. Second deck.
Yeah, short porch over there in right field. So I like that. Plus 320. I think that's good bet right there. Let's go out to our nation's capital. The Nationals hosting the Tampa Bay Rays. Rays minus 176 favorite on the road. Nationals plus 148 home dogs. Another 7.5 total here. I'll start this one off. We're just going to keep fading the Nationals. I took the Rays on the run line. They looked really bad in their series against the Braves. I know the Braves are a really good team, but so are the Rays. I think they have one of the best rotations in the league, bullpen and closing. So I think the Nationals are just going to struggle against this Rays pitching staff. So the Nationals, they only scored about 7 runs in 3 games against the Braves. I just think this might be a blowout. So I'll take the Rays on the run line here. How about you?
Yeah, I ended up staying away from this game. I do expect the Rays to take care of business, but at home, could Washington possibly sneak one out? Yes, if anything, I take them on the run line at minus 105. You get a run in your back pocket at minus 105. I like those odds, especially because you're at home.
All right,
that's just a lean, though.
All right, let's go out to Fenway. Cutter Crawford, love the name. Boston Red Sox hosting the Pittsburgh Pirates. Red Sox minus 152. Over under is at 9.5. If you want to take the Pirates, it's at plus 128 on the money line. You back in the Red Sox here?
Come on, Dale. Give me the Red Sox. Minus 140 on the money line. It's at minus 151 right now. Hey, it might be worth the squeeze, though. Let's be real. And I'm going to be honest, Dale. I think I got to lean the over. We're just a second-half ball club. It wouldn't shock me if we scored 6 runs between the 5th and the 8th. That's just what we do, Dale. So I think the Red Sox, especially in Fenway, we got to lean the over. But I do like this on the money line against the Pirates, though. Don't say another home run. Don't say I saw your eyes looking. Don't say it's a 5th home run back to back.
They pitcher for me.
Yeah,
no, I mean the only play I would play is the over. I see some plus money there at 9.5 as well. So shop around, but I think this Red Sox team might be the best lineup, but their pitching is just awful. So Boston, they've gone over in all 3 of their first games to start the season. We got wind blowing out in Fenway as well. And I think the Pirates can help with a few runs themselves. They've won a few games against the Reds in the opening series. So I think they could give 2-3 runs and then Boston could just blow it open. But yeah, I like the over here, 9.5 as well. Let's go to the next game in Kansas City. The Royals will be hosting the Toronto Blue Jays. Blue Jays minus 134 road favorites, plus 114 home puppies for the Royals. Over under is at 8. How do you like this one, E?
Still, give me Toronto on the money line, minus 130. I understand, they're not looking like the team that we expect them to look like. But hey, Dill, we're only 3-4 games in. Let's all relax, people. Give me Toronto. I expect them to take care of business on the road.
Yeah, I actually like the home dog here. Toronto, you said it. They haven't looked good to start the season or the way they wanted to. They just got smacked around. They're not scoring runs either. And I like the pitcher, Brad Singer, for the Royals. He was outstanding at home last season. He also has a win against this very same Blue Jays team as well. Getting plus money with the better pitcher, in my opinion. I'll take that. I'll take a chance here with the home puppy. I like the Royals here. Let's go. I think this might be the series of the to begin the week right now. We got Atlanta coming into town to take on St. Louis Cardinals. Cardinals are home puppies, plus 106. Braves minus 124. Road favorites. Over under is at 8.5. Should be a good series, E. Who do you like here?
Still, I do expect it to be a great series, but give me Atlanta today, Dill. I do expect them to take care of business on the road against St. Louis. I know you like St. Louis as your preseason favorites. I like Atlanta, but with Charlie Morton, but I
Uncle
still like
Charlie.
him. Uncle Charlie, yeah. But I still take him on the road today. Give me Atlanta minus 125. As of right now, I see it at minus 124. Shop around, people.
Yeah, this one was tricky for me. I do lean the Braves here. Maybe a wait and see where the money comes in, but I think this could be a nice bounce back spot for the Braves. They lost to the Nationals yesterday, so I just worry this Cardinals lineup has been raking so far. So I just worry about Uncle Charlie. If he gets rocked by the Cardinals, I think it could be a long day. But I lean with the Braves here as well. Let's go out to the next game. In Texas, we got the Texas Rangers hosting the Baltimore Orioles. Rangers minus 134 home favorites, plus 116 for the Baltimore Orioles on the road. Total is at 8.5. I'll start this one off. I like the Rangers here, to be honest, and I think they keep it rolling. A lot of people were sleeping on this team to begin this season, and I feel like I was one of them. They scored over 30 runs in 3 games, and they're just it might be one of the hottest lineups in the league. I don't trust the Orioles. They don't have a good pitching staff. They've given up over 20 runs in the series against the Red Sox. So it's not the way you want to start the season. And now you're going up against one of the hottest lineups. Just don't think this is a good spot for the Orioles. I'm not the biggest Kyle Bradish fan either. So I think they could get lit up. I'll take the Rangers here straight up on the money line. How about you?
Still, like you said, the Orioles gave up 20 runs against the Red Sox. The Rangers scored 30-plus runs in the first series of the season. 3, looking like a juggernaut of an offense still. Give me the over. Over 9 at plus 100. I think it could get up to 10. I ain't worried. I'm pretty sure it'll get up to double digits. And at plus money, they'll give me that.
I love it. Let's go out to Houston. The Astros, huge favorites here at home, minus 235. You want to take them on the run line at minus 1.5 at minus 113. Detroit plus 194 on the money line, plus 1.5 is at minus 105. Over under is at 8.5. I got nothing in this one. It's too big of a play for me. Maybe you want to add the Astros in a money line parlay, but even first 5 minus a half is at minus 150. Too chalky for me, but don't like the total either. So it's a complete stay away from me. How about you?
Same way, Dill. I didn't end up touching this game at all.
All right, let's go out to San Diego. The Padres are hosting the Arizona Diamondbacks. Padres minus 144 favorite at home. On the road, Diamondbacks plus 122 on the money line. Over under is at 8.5. You like the Snakes here?
I'm gonna lean San Diego, to be honest. I'm not gonna go to the window with it at minus 140, but I'm gonna be honest. I might have to sprinkle something on the run line at plus 145. I probably won't do it, to be honest, but I do think San Diego take care of business at home. And look, I hate what I've been witnessing, Dill, but Xander has been doing his thing since he's going to San Diego. I can't front.
He hit a bomb.
He hit a few bombs. Yeah, I think I seen. Yeah, I'm like, damn. What we had, what could have been.
I mean, you just did it. You didn't pay him. He wanted the money.
He wanted the money, and San Diego's just giving that shit out.
I think money just doesn't exist. They just print money. I feel like they're just print, especially San Diego. They're giving all these guys just massive contracts. It's like they're Steve Cohen. You ain't the Mets. You can't you're not a billionaire like the Mets. But yeah, I agree. I'd lean the Padres here in this one. They finally got it going. They lost a few to the Rockies the first 2 games, but bats started to wake up a little bit. Maybe you want to add them with the Astros in a money line parlay, but yeah, I'd lean the Padres, but nothing official in this one. Let's go out to Oakland, California, where the Athletics are hosting the Guardians. Guardians minus 154 road favorites, plus 130 for the Athletics at home. Over under is at 7.5. Oh, this is an ugly game. Zach Plesac for the Guardians and James Caprillion for the Athletics. I'm not touching this game with a 10-foot pole. How about you?
I stayed away from it, though. If anything, I lean the Guardians on the money line. To lay it on the run line at plus 110, is it really worth it? I don't think so. If anything, just get a little bit out of it. Guardians on the money line.
Yeah. Let's go out to Seattle. My second favorite team, the Seattle Mariners, are hosting the. I'm telling you, if the Mets keep fucking up, I might transfer over to the Mariners. Mariners minus 144 home favorites, plus 122 for the Los Angeles Angels. Over under is at 7.5. I don't mind taking the Mariners here at home. You know, they did get the win against the Guardians 2 days ago. They didn't win yesterday. They lost on 2 errors in extra innings. So tough one there. But George Kirby on the mound against Reed Demers. I love George Kirby. I think he's going to be really good. Not a big Reed Demers fan. I know a lot of guys that like him. He just doesn't do it for me. He's not a guy you want to back on the road either. So I think the Mariners, they have a better lineup throughout. I know they have the big star powers in Shohei and Mike Trout, but I think the Mariners top to bottom have a more complete lineup. So I'll lean with the Mariners here at the short price. How about you?
Though I ended up staying away from it though, but it's tempting to take the Angels on the road at plus 122. I'll lean the Angels still, to be honest. I guess that's just like what my heart wants to give out, but I ain't going to the window with it.
All right, and then last game, we'll stay in Los Angeles. The Dodgers are hosting the Colorado Rockies. Dodgers, huge favorites, minus 220 on the money line. Run line, minus 1.5 is at minus 106. Plus 184 for the Rockies on the money line. Plus 1.5 is at minus 113. Total is sitting at 8.5. Another one where, you know, I do lean the Dodgers. Is just way too high for me, you know. The Rockies, they have been pesky, though, as underdogs. They took 2 from the Padres, like I just mentioned. And they're hitting better than I thought they would. So it could be a live dog here. It's just I don't want to lay over $2 with the Dodgers. So it's just stay away from me. How about you?
Dill, if we was in Colorado, I would have definitely took the Rockies on the run line, or even do a sprinkle on the money line. But in LA, I just ended up staying away.
Yeah. Well, good luck, Elvis. We went through 15 games. No NBA today. We just have the national championship. Yeah, so no NBA. Good news for the Warriors. Hopefully, Andrew Wiggins reported that he will return sometime this week, maybe towards the later end of this week. And, you know, they need it right now. They're sitting at the 6th seed, 41 and 38. They're tied right now with the 5th seed with the Clippers right now, and they're only 2 games out of the 4th slot. So they got some work to do, and it's good to finally get a guy like Andrew Wiggins is back. You know, I think they could make a run in this playoffs, but I think the only way they could make a run is with a guy like Andrew Wiggins. So thoughts on Andrew Wiggins possibly coming back this week?
Still, it's very much needed, especially when the Warriors are on the road. The Warriors are one of the worst road teams in the league, and I'm pretty sure they're the worst road team following an NBA championship in NBA history. So I think Andrew Wiggins was missed. You know, he's a dual threat. He could give you, 15 to 20 a night and average, anywhere from, 6 to 10 rebounds a game as well, Dill. And he still could give you productivity on the defensive side of the ball, So I think he was missed. They will love him coming back. Andrew Wiggins is a great player. Remember, he was the first overall pick from Kansas. So a lot of people forget that. He was just traded from Cleveland to Minnesota. So he kind of fitted away in Minnesota. And we saw him, in the big playoff run last year that shows you how good he really is. So I think he's very much needed for the Warriors, especially they trying to fight off the Lakers. The Lakers are, you said the Warriors and Clippers are tied at 41 and 38. Yeah. The Lakers are 40 and 38, so only a half game back of the 6th and 5th seed. So if the Warriors got to win out, because if they don't win out, they slip up, they go 2-2 to finish the season. Hey, the Lakers might sneak in there.
Are we like ESPN now, where we're like the Lakers have a chance now? You see, like every major sports outlet. Are the Lakers back?
Because you can't front. They have these last 3 games, they look like a championship team. Now, that's all I'm going to say. Real quick, Dylan, if Anthony Davis, for the last, I have it in my notes, 1 second. Anthony Davis in his last 3 games is averaging 39 points, 12 rebounds, 65% from the field, shooting from the field. I'm not saying he has to do that, but if Anthony Davis gives you 30, 10, and shoots 55% of the field, this Lakers team can win a championship. Because remember, though, when they won in the bubble, Anthony Davis gave you 27, 10, and they ended up winning the championship deal. I think if Anthony Davis right now, with a healthy LeBron James in this supporting cast, if he averages around 30, 10, and shoots above 50% from the field, I could see them go making a deep playoff run.
Yeah, they got 4 games left. One tomorrow. They're on the road against Utah. Then it's essentially a home game playing the Clippers. Then they play the Suns, and then they end at home against Utah. So I think 4 very winnable games, especially if they continue to play like they've been playing the last 3 games. So
I think they finished 3. I think they finished 3-1. Dill. I think they lose to the Suns. We'll see about that game, but I think they're 7.5-point favorites against the Utah Jazz as of right now for tomorrow, Wednesday. To be honest, I think they'll be a favorite against the Clippers. Like you said, it's basically a home game. I understand the Clippers are the home team, but we really know it's going to be more Laker fans than Clippers fans. And then the big showdown against KD and LeBron. Been waiting years for that one, to be honest, people. And then to finish the season against Utah at home, they'll probably be a double-digit favorite, though.
Speaking of Phoenix, 6-0 with KD on the court since the trade, as opposed to Kyrie. What are they, 4-10 now?
4-11 when Kyrie Irving and Luka Doncic are on the floor together. They were the 4th seed when the trade went down. As of right now, they're a game and a half back from the play-in tournament.
Sitting at the 11th seed, and there was rumors today from Shams, credible source, that they're considering shutting down both Kyrie and Luka for a top 10 pick. That's just embarrassing if that happened. If that's the case, why would you trade for him?
Yeah, absolutely, Dill. At the end of the day, at the time, they saw the success him and Jalen Brunson have going to the Western Conference Finals. Hey, I understand why the logic that went through the meeting. If he was able to go to the Western Conference Finals with Jalen Brunson, he should be able to do more with Kyrie Irving. But they didn't think, they could just outscore everybody. No, you got to play some defense in the NBA. We've seen it yesterday. It goes to overtime against the Hawks. They lost in a shootout. They just can't outscore everybody. They're losing a shootout 130 to 132. Kyrie goes for 41. Luka goes for 22. That's 63 points from 2 superstars still, and they still can't get it done. You know why? Because they're lackluster on the defensive side of the basketball.
Yeah, I agree. I think they got some work to do, and it wouldn't surprise me if they did shut them both down, and it would be just comical, and I hope they both leave, to be honest. But we do have a loaded slate tomorrow in the NBA. Some lines are up. Give out the people some winners. What do you like so far? And, they are subject to change. We're over 24 hours out. So what do you like so far for Tuesday slate?
People, I'm going to say this now, and it might sound crazy, but I'm smashing some dogs tomorrow. Give me the Charlotte Hornets plus 15 at home. I understand that, riddled with injuries. They're not playing well, though. You can say they're tanking. But to be 15-point dogs at home against the Raptors out of all teams, let me get that. Give me Chicago at home versus Atlanta. Atlanta just won a pesky overtime game against the Dallas Mavericks. And Chicago's been playing pretty good ball. They're in the 10th seed right now. They're trying to solidify that play-in spot, Dill. I think they go out, they win the game tomorrow. Dill, give me Portland plus 18 on the road. I understand this is crazy. Plus 18 on the road against Memphis. I do believe Memphis will take care of business. I understand that. But to win this game by 18, I think they'll have a 20-point lead. Let the bench come in and dwindles down to about 14, 16 points. Portland covers. Dill, key matchup of tomorrow night, Dill. Give me the Philadelphia 76ers over the Boston Celtics at home. I'll call it at minus 115 on the money line. As of right now, the money line is at minus 120. You could take the point and a half, minus 1.5 at minus 110. If you like Philly that much, I just took them on the money line. I expect them to win the game. And I will like Joel Embiid over points and also points and rebounds. So look at that for tomorrow, people. Give me Sacramento Kings on the road. I don't know why they're dogs. I took them at plus 110 on the money line. Hey, I understand they might sit a few people because they basically already locked up the 3rd seed, but I still think they could go out there and handle business, especially against the Pelicans. So give me the Kings on the money line plus 110. You could even catch them right now at plus 120 or at plus 2.5 points. Give me OKC plus 7.5 against the Warriors though. Warriors, they're not playing at a high level. They're still a good team. I understand that at home they're a much better home team there than away. But it's an OKC team is pesky and they're not going away. Shai Alexander is averaging about 30 points a game. I'm confident he'll give Steph and them another 30 because they're not going to play a lot of defense on him. And then give me the Spurs plus 18.5 against the Suns still. I understand Kevin Durant and the Suns are 6-0 when they play, but I play this. I guarantee they'll go 7-0. I'm pretty sure they won't beat this team by 19 points.
Wow, what a card. I'm like looking at it right now. You got some ugly dogs. Good luck. I wish you nothing but the best. The only one I wish you lose is
That's
I
wild.
need the Bulls. I need the Bulls to lose. I got a future on them under 41.5 wins, and we are sweating it to the final days. We are sweating it. I hit the over for Philly. I hit the over for Boston Celtics. I hit the under for the Nets. I hit the over for Knicks. So I'm one last future for my NBA, and it's the Bulls. And a few weeks ago when they were losing, now they want to play some basketball. Now Zach LaVine and DeMar DeRozan want to play. So sweating that one out. But man, plus 18, plus 14. Even Sacramento as a dog. I know they're on the road, but it's interesting. You like the Nets at home -1?
Dill, to be honest, that's a tough one. I'm gonna definitely try to watch that game, Dill. I'm gonna definitely have my eyes on the Celtics and Philly, but hey, Dill, I think Minnesota is a must-win game for Minnesota. Let's just be real. We have a 2-game lead over the Heat for the 6th and 7th spot, so I'm not really too worried about that. But it's a must-win game for Minnesota, so I do expect Minnesota to go out there and beat us, still. But I'm not gonna tell the people to put the money against the Nets because my boy Brooklyn Bridges is a bad man.
He's been going crazy. You guys barely sneaked out a win yesterday against Utah. I didn't know if that was going to happen. I actually watched the last few minutes of the game. I was
it was a close one.
Yeah, very close. A little too close for comfort, but
yeah, Utah's a good team. Dill, I cashed. I took Utah plus 4.5.
Okay, so you did hit. You cashed, and your team won, so it was a win-win. Elvis, good luck on the diamond. Good luck on the hardwood tomorrow. Hopefully, we have a good national championship tonight. Any last words before we get up out of here, kid?
No, Dill, it's just hopefully the NBA doesn't ruin another day without NBA basketball. So I understand it's the national championship game and all. I respect it. But it should still be at least 2 games on for the people. For the people.
For the people. Love it. Elvis, good luck tonight. Good luck tomorrow. That's going to do it for this Monday edition of the Dream Wager. On behalf of our sponsors, PrizePicks, Viva Tequila Seltzer, Elvis, myself. We'll see you guys in a few days. If anyone could follow along our social media, Twitter and Instagram at the Dream Wager. If you miss an episode, no problem. You guys can find all of our episodes wherever you listen to podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher. We go live every day on YouTube as well. So guys, we're trying to grow that page as well. So subscribe there, rate, leave a review, all that good stuff really helps the show grow tremendously. So be a friend, tell a friend, everyone have a great few days. Good luck on your wagers. Be safe, be well, and we'll see you guys down the road. Peace.